Just about ready to get going. All right. Hello and welcome. This is Randy Replay. We're going to check and make sure if there's anybody here. There is not. Good. This is Randy Replay. It is time for preseason finale football. Now, with the fourth week of the preseason comes cuts. A new rule in the NFL. You got to make your cuts the last week of the preseason. So that is what happened. We had to release 7 players from this roster. We're going to get into those quick. We're going to get into the starting rotation for the regular season, and then we will get you down to kickoff happening in just mere minutes. Randy Replay's not really excited about having all these cuts, so if we go to the NFC North, we will see that the Vikings have come to terms with releasing quarterback Colin Kaepernick, right tackle Jeremiah Searles, left guard Austin Shepard, and left tackle TJ Clemmings. Now you might be saying to yourself, Randy, that's 4 out of 7. What happened to the other 3? Well, don't worry, we're going to get into that just in a moment. We have signed 3 players to the practice squad out of our 10. They are Chris Kantorowicz, who is currently on injury, Willie Beavers, and Kevin Stark, who have all been signed to the practice squad. Now, injuries happen in the NFL, and that is not saying that these guys might not even see the field. They will continue to get experience here and grow, and they might be called up as injuries happen. So you have to take that into account, especially with Willie Beavers being a offensive lineman and the off-ball injuries this season not really going good for the Minnesota Vikings. So year 3. Now, getting into the depth chart for the last preseason game and the regular season, the Minnesota Vikings have only expressed starting roles for 1 player. We're going to get into that here shortly, but first, Kenny Erickson will be given the first drive. Of course, kept out of injury 2 games ago, and then kept out last week for injury purposes. They want to see what they have there with Kenny Erickson, so they will put him in the first drive and then enter Stephen Campagna for the rest of the way. Running backs, Derek Fahey will get the start. He'll play 3 quarters, and then Daniel Hendricks will get the final quarter. Derek Fahey, the only running back on this roster without a touchdown. They want to make sure that he has it going forward just to figure out his role in the rotation. Travis Parker and Justin Sandman Vandershoff not slated to play tonight. They might be sprinkled in here or there. Matthew Peterson, already a lock at fullback. Wide receiver, you have Luke Slazewski, Jesse Peterson, and Darian Wilson going 3 quarters. And then Lou Wang, Cameron Quick, and Blake Letelier taking over the 4th and final quarter. Now, the only player on this roster that has been expressed as a starting role is Luis Gonzalez. Of course, being the highest overall of the players, he will be the starting tight end in the rotation. Josh Gable will get the start tonight. And there we go. Travis Lee will play that 4th quarter. Now, getting into linemen, we only have 1 lineman for each position. So, and I don't think we even have a backup. No. So no backups, only Willie Beavers, but he is on the practice squad. So if somebody goes down with an injury, we might have to use a defensive tackle or a left end at one of those offensive line positions. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Tevin Fair will get the start at left end, followed by Josiah Russell with right end, with Kevin Stark being on the practice squad. That is the hole there, so he will fill that. Lee O'Neill will get the start at right end for this game. Defensive tackle, they have Terrell Oliver and Sean Clausen getting the starts when they're in their 4-3 base. Left outside linebacker is going to be Scott Rethwell. Middle linebacker, the Pickering brothers, they want to make sure they have what they need there. Of course, Danny Pickering getting that pick 6 in the last game. If you have not watched it, go back. It was a good one. Right outside linebacker, Josh Fitzer. Dan Nolte will take over 4th quarter. And your backs and yeah, defensive backs, really. I was going to say receivers, but that doesn't make any sense. Zachary Anderson, Robert Nichols will get the start. Jeremy Myers will get the start of free safety, and then strong safety will go to Poi Tralamalu with Thaddeus Rosu getting work in the fourth quarter. They already know what they have in Thaddeus Rosu, a pretty big physical guy that could get pretty good positions out there to get interceptions and bat balls away. He was involved in another good game last week. Despite having a interception, Poi Tralamalu will get the start, and they just want to make sure that he gets enough playing time so he can be put in the rotation and be effective. So now we take you down to kickoff. Finally, Randy Replay with the longest intro ever in the wide world of the SSN football. So we will skip, we will play the full game here. This is what happens when you're not watching the recorded stuff. So we're going to go. That's right, it's this way. We're going to go. Where? There it is. Boom shakalaka. This is when I make farting noises. And here we go. Hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay here. Broadcasting live on the SSN via simulcast with Bobby Tuttle down on the sidelines. Tonight the preseason wraps up. We will say J.A. against Derek Fahey. Two guys. Their starters are playing tonight, so that's very interesting. That was not made known until just now. Moments ago. Player introductions here as this Thursday primetime game rolls on beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium. And there's the fire-breathing dragon. Players were getting introduced. And pregame festivities have wrapped up here. It's time for football. Of course, Randy Replay in the booth, adjacent to the biggest rotating or sliding glass doors in the NFL. Bobby Tuttle will cover sidelines. And, of course, you have everybody else here. So, starters are playing for Miami. Very, very interesting. Normally in the last preseason game you don't get starters, but Tannehill and Ndamukong Suh and a host of others will be starting this game. So the Minnesota Vikings have won the toss, have elected to defer to the second half. Brandon Baker is going to approach this ball here, and boom! We are underway. Preseason finale from beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium. Jarvis Landry will take it out. And he will get to about the 27-yard line. Yes, football is back. Ryan Tannehill, as he is known by some people, are his measurables and player ratings. And we're going to get this thing moving. Of course, these some of the positions at this defensive area, or defensive lineup, are not going to be the starters here. And it's going to be Kenny Stills with a nice little run back. Nice little juke, and that is a first play touchdown for Kenny Stills, 73 yards. I was just talking about it. Not the best players on defense playing, rating overall-wise, and that is that's how the game starts. Missed tackling and, juke. So Kenny Stills will score. Dolphins lead on the first play, 6-0. So the Miami Dolphins kick team on there, and the kick is good. So 7-0, one play, 73-yard drive capped off by the Franks extra point. So now it's Minnesota Vikings time. 14:44 left to go here in the first. Franks will approach the ball, and Kablumadewski. Darian Wilson takes it up at about the 15 or 5-yard line, however you want to look at it. Get up to the 24. There's the Baru, and now we welcome in your starter for tonight's game, Kenny Erickson. Of course, he will have the first drive. There are all of his measurables and stats. So let's see what we have to start off the game with. Kenny Erickson's coming on the shotgun. Derek Fahey to his right. He will get the snap. It's a throw. Wide open Darian Wilson. He will get the first down and a little bit more, gain of 13 and a Minnesota Vikings first down. So good throw and catch from a man who has taken a game off in Kenny Erickson. So fighting for the starting job, really. So Kenny Erickson out of the I formation. Gives it off to Fahey. Fahey will go up, and there is an injury timeout. And it's Derek Fahey. The second time he has been injured in the preseason. Phillips on the tackle. Holding the ribs, will step aside for the injury timeout. You gotta feel for this kid. Oh my heavens. No shot of Derek Fahey. It is assumed that he has been brought to the athletic training area, so to be looked at further. Daniel Hendricks is in. As soon as we get the information, we'll pass the injury info along to you. Pass caught Slazewski off to the left side. He will get out of bounds at the 45. Another injury. So off-ball injury here. We're not sure who it is. We'll get that information as well, as we're spread pretty thin here after the cut. So Slazewski with a good little first down pickup. We'll see. No info yet coming across here for the injuries sustained to the Minnesota Vikings. So Daniel Hendricks in the I formation. There's the handoff. It goes to Hendricks. He will get a scamper of about 4 yards in there. And we will take a look at your Minnesota Vikings offensive starters here. Elfline, Boone, Reef, Berger, Remmers across the front. Backs and receivers. Slazewski, Hendricks, Peterson, Gable, and... Okay, so back spasms for Derek Fahey. He will return soon. We will keep him in there. Of course, you want to make sure you know what you have at these big-time positions. So Derek Fahey is back in. The shotgun. Peterson, man in motion. He'll get the snap. Does Erickson. Passes it to a wide-open Fahey. And he gets tackled out of bounds. No flag. He gets out at the 32. Signals for the first down. 8-yard completion for the catch and run. Very good out of the backfield catching the ball is Derek Fahey. So it's one of his strengths here. Kenny Erickson calls him audible. Throw batted down. Josh Gable had a hand on it, batted away. So now we will look at your Dolphins starters here. Of course, Ndamukong Suh, Cameron Wake. Don't know who that other guy is. Lawrence Timmons. And then in the back you have Byron Maxwell. And there's some guys that have don't have their names up there, so we won't call their names. That's simple. 13:01 left to go here in the first quarter. And this first drive is turning into an extended one. Kenny Erickson out of the shotgun. He'll get the snap. He'll throw. Open. Luke Slazewski caught down at the 24. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 2 now for the Minnesota Vikings, down 7. A little throw and catch. Slazewski getting involved. It's like when he sees, he'll call an audible. Kenny Erickson will turn, hand it off to Fahey. Fahey runs into his own lineman, cutting across, trying to pick up a blitz. He gets the first down, but he could have had more there. Gotta like Derek Fahey. You have to. It's in the rule book. So now Travis Lee, Josh Gable in there. Kenny Erickson under center. Pass is intended for Travis Lee, broken up. 2nd and 10 upcoming. So Kenny Erickson on a shotgun. Gets the snap. Leaves the pocket. He's on the move. He gets taken out of bounds at the 15 after a 5-yard scamper. 3rd and 5 now. Didn't really see anything open, I don't think. Here we go. 6 pass plays, 4 rushes so far for the Minnesota Vikings as Travis Parker enters. Kenny Erickson in the shotgun movement. Jesse Peterson. Kenny Erickson will get the snap. He'll throw. Caught Parker. 1st down Vikings. Touchdown at the 7. Travis Parker throws the old stirrups for those horses. Daniel Henricks in there. He checks in. Jukes around, and he gets up to the 4. So a nice little gain of 3 yards. 2nd and goal from the 4 now. So 10:31 left to go. Fans start to get on their feet now. Gonzalez checks in. No, just as he was about to throw, Kenny Erickson is sacked by McClain. McMillan? I don't even know. Hard to tell. Either way, 3rd and goal from the 13 now for the Minnesota Vikings. So not going in the right direction here. See if we can turn this thing around. Kenny Erickson out of the shotgun. He'll get the snap. Throws, caught, Josh Gable, Minnesota Vikings, touchdown! Great play, Josh Gable getting open, his first receiving touchdown of the game. And Kenny Erickson caps off his first drive with a nice extended one, resulting in 6 points. Stepped up in the pocket, and he delivered the strike. Very nice throw. So that will bring out Brandon Baker for the extra point. Kick is away. It is good. So we're all knotted up here. 14 plays, 77 yards, 4 minutes, 51 seconds. Everything you want to look for in a starting drive. Especially the touchdown. So Brandon Baker will kick it off to the Dolphins of Miami. This will be Drake. No, not that. Drake taking it out. Near the goal line, he'll bring it up to the 30-yard line, the average starting point for opposing teams here in the preseason. So now we need to do something good here. Now we're going to play make already. Point Tralamalu. Come up to the line. Handoff. Ajay. Going to be brought down after a 6-yard pickup. 1 rush, 6 yards. It was Jacob Pickering on the tackle. As we go down to 2nd and 4 now. Ryan Tannehill out of the shotgun. Empty back set. Ooh, went opposite to Landry. That's Jarvis Landry on the left side. Cutting across the middle, 1st down up to the 46. So now 1st and 10 from that 46-yard line, as I just mentioned. And a throw across the middle to Ajay. I don't even know how to pronounce that name anymore. Anyway. Miami Dolphins starters, Isaac Asiata. Mike Pouncey in the middle there. Ajay. And Julius Thomas, the players to worry about here. So it is now 2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line of your visiting Miami Dolphins. Scott Ruthwell out there. Of course, Tevin Fair. It is a give. Jacob Pickering and Josh Fitz are trying to bring him down, and they can't. First down run to the 32. Oh, my goodness. So Mr. J carrying a couple Minnesota Vikings. Handoff goes to a J, and that will bring it up to the 26. Ajayi. Randy struggles with things from time to time, just like everybody else. We are not perfect here on the SSN, eh, Bobby? Well, if we were, we would be called ESPN. But we are not. Back up to you. Well, I kind of hope you would give me more to think about than that, as there is an injury on the field. Zachary Anderson on the tackle of Ajayi, and no news yet on who it is. Oh, almost looked like Zachary Anderson hit his head there. Hopefully it's not him. We will get that information passed along to you as it becomes available. So the Minnesota Vikings coming out of the 4-3 base. The pistol single back for the Dolphins. Tannehill will get the snap. He will look across the middle. Incomplete. And that is how that drive will become to 2nd and 10. Here are the Minnesota Vikings defensive starters. Of course, Tevin Fair and Lee O'Neill, no stranger to tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Danny Pickering at the pick 6. Josh Fitzer looking to cement his place in the rotation. And Poi Tralamalu looking to prove that he can be a serviceable, strong safety as he will play here in the first quarter. 6 minutes left of his day. Speaking of which, there he is right there. Of course, the numbers will be changed. Preseason, you can wear whatever you want. But they will be changed back to their original. As Tevin Fair gets there, almost an interception for Danny Pickering. 2nd in 2 games, but the pressure let the ball go early. Tannehill's pass falls harmlessly to the turf. Excuse me, as now we have 3rd and 10. Very important possession here. Throw across the middle, caught, and that is Jarvis Landry, touchdown Dolphins. Missed tackle by the linebacker, and he gets through. So it wasn't a one-play drive, but still ends with a touchdown for Miami. Of course, Aaron Nelson on the tackle. Oh my goodness. Kick is up and good. Sorry for lack of commentary. Sipping the water provided. 9 plays, 70-yard drive, taking up 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Off of that important clock, who is going to be reduced as well. These videos are way too long. So Slizewski will get this kickoff from Franks. He will bring it up to about the 24-yard line. And that is where Stephen Campagna now will take over, as we step aside to get him in the starting position of the depth chart. There we go. And we will start from our own 24. 143 yards of offense for Miami, 77 for Minnesota. Calling out protections and an audible. And Campagna can't even get a throw off. He's sacked. Now, it's hard for him to even look over the line with his size. Hence the reason he gets more playing time. He tried to leave the pocket, but he got hung up on his own guys. And Ndamukong Suh and a couple other Dolphins just got right in there. So we'll see what happens here. Final preseason game for the Minnesota Vikings. That backs us up to the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 14. Looking over at Darian Wilson. Low pass caught Jesse Peterson down there. And his first pass goes for 6 yards, but that brings up a 3rd and 9 now. So you need to really air this thing out down the field. 3rd and 9 now from the 26. Campagna gets the snap. Throws, caught Slizewski. He goes down, first down. And he now has 16 yards on the day. Campagna does. So getting it done through the air, the short-statured Campagna. I do believe he's 5'7" or 5'8". Not the shortest guy on the roster, but as Derek Fahey. Derek Fahey is loose down the right sideline. He gets away from a defender, and he will score. Sliding to the back of the end zone, Derek Fahey. That is what they were looking for. 65 yards and a Minnesota Vikings touchdown. First of his NFL career / preseason. Derek Fahey breaking one loose. And then, of course, somersault. Well, not really. Thought it was a somersault, but he did slide to the back of the end zone. So, pending any weirdness, Derek Fahey will tie this game up. And Brandon Baker will seal the deal, as now the game is tied up. 4 plays, 77 yards, minute 47 off the old clock. Vikings fight song playing as Brandon Baker kicks. Chicago just scored. They're up over Cleveland 6-0, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. Ooh, Matthew Peterson just missed a big hit on Landry, I do believe that is. Takes this thing up to the 23. And the Vikings will take over there. We're going to get into these formations now. Call specific formations as they will come out in the 3-4. Vikings showing blitz. We'll send a couple guys on, and Danny Pickering, no stranger to tackles in the backfield as well. So he gets another second tackle of the day. Very, very good play there, Danny Pickering. Terrell Oliver trying to get the fans hyped up. He will get the snap. Wide open guy to the left, but he will look right, and Landry again. Forced out by Poi Tralamalu. Nobody can bring him down. 137 yards and 2 touchdowns for Ryan Tannehill on the game. Going to flip it back to the 4-4 now. Here we go. Clausen and Oliver. And movement up front. That is Tevin Fair. We'll draw the flag.
Encroachment defense. Still first down.
Oh my goodness. So 1st and 5 now from the 49. Some shift along the defensive front. And that is caught by Thomas. Thomas of Julius variety will take this thing all the way down to the 6. 182 yards for Tannehill, 2 touchdowns. Now, normally Randy Replay would be a little bit disappointed, but this is preseason. Our best players are not on defense right now, and after tonight, all the stats will be washed away, so it's not that big of a deal. Pointing at Josh Fitzer is the center. And a missed tackle. Poi Tralamalu and Julius Thomas will get in there for a touchdown. I do believe that is Julius Thomas. I could be wrong. We're going to roll with it. It's probably not Julius Thomas, but whatever. 20-14 now. Randy doesn't look at rosters prior to games like he should. Kick by Miami is good. 21-14. 4 plays, 71 yards, and a score. So, Boomalewski, it is away. And Luke Slazewski will take this thing a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll take it out. Only get up to the 25-yard line. We will take over there. Two minutes, 53 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Definitely going to have to cut these quarters short as we come out in the shotgun. Derek Fahey. Kind of a weird play as he's injured. Campagna goes down and holding his wrist, non-throwing wrist, and he's writhing in pain. That looks very painful, so we'll step aside. Smeagol will fill in when we return. Campagna seen on the sideline. He's holding a Gatorade cup, so he's got some strength in that non-throwing wrist, so hopefully we'll see him again. Smeagol will pop in, hopefully for not too long. Smeagol changing some things up. He'll turn, he'll hand it to Fahey. Fahey will not get much. 2 yards on the run. 3rd and 14 upcoming. That has been the Minnesota Vikings' problem. Not really coming back and facing adversity when you get caught in a bad situation like a sack on first down. So, 3rd and 14. Smeagol will run the play action. Throw it. Wide open. Luis Gonzalez across the right side of the formation. Falls ahead to the 42. Luis Gonzalez, first down, Vikings. 11 yards after the catch. As the camera's in the way, but there it is. You can kind of see it. Byron Maxwell on the tackle, and that'll be bringing us to the minute 44 mark of this first quarter. Tries to gain the outside, but he does not. No yards on the run play. But Stephen Campagna, elbow sprain, will return soon. Look to have him back on the next play. As there he is right there. Stephen Campagna returning to the field of play. In the shotgun. Throw. Incomplete, intended for Jesse Peterson. 2 for 3, 16 yards. Stephen Campagna's first incompletion of the game. And another 3rd and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. Slot receiver will be Darian Wilson for this play. Travis Parker back there. Campagna will get the snap. Throw. Screen. Not going anywhere. Picked up perfectly by these Miami defense starters, I might add. Travis Parker, 2 receptions, 10 yards in the game, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Xavier Howard in there, and it's going to be a punting situation. Now, had those 2 guys not been there, this screen would have worked a little bit better, maybe even would have got the first down. The Taylor Pauline, first punt of the evening, will go out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. So that is where we will take over defensively, the Minnesota Vikings. Pickering brothers in there as well, of course. Run committing are the Vikings, leading Fasano. He steps out of bounds early down at the 16. 3 touchdowns for Tannehill. 2nd and 4 upcoming. Little nickel action in there. We're actually going to play make Poi Trolamalu again. I keep wanting to say his name wrong. Throw to the left side. Tannehill, incomplete. A rare 2nd incompletion for Ryan Tannehill, and now the first quarter has come to a close. Your score 21-14. Still a game, but need to get this defense going for the Vikings. This game is brought to you by Snickers. Remember, you're not happy when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies. What in the world was that? Anyway, TV broadcast commentators coming across there. And some weird, creepy voice telling me it is Snickers. Now, I think I should go down to the concession stand and actually get one. 3rd and 4. For the Dolphins, Tannehill looks open. Landry. We have no answer for Jarvis Landry as he will score again. 10-5 touchdown. I do believe that is his 3rd touchdown of the game, an 84-yarder on 3rd and 4. And this is just ridiculous. We have Ryan Tannehill looking like he's Tom Brady out here. So a couple of the corners got bunched up, and Paul Fritchie, even with his great speed, is not going to be able to catch Jarvis. So another touchdown, 27-14 now. Aaron Nelson will come across, but the kick is good from Frank. So 3 plays, 90 yards. He took 40 seconds off the clock. Not that big of a deal, eh? Hey? Who knows? I don't. So there's the kickoff. This one will go to Blake Letelier. Of course, we switched up a couple of positions. We'll have to go back in. Blake Letelier, best return of the night for the Vikings, up to the 33, if I'm not mistaken. To the 29, so now we will check the depth chart. Henricks. Quick Tellier. Oops. There we go. So now everything is set, and the Minnesota Vikings will come out. 14:45 left to go here in this second quarter. The starters are out for Miami, and we've kept ours for this game in at least. Campagna throws, caught. Lou Wang on the right side of the field. Baru indeed, 4 for 5, 38 yards for Campagna now. So a very, very good game there. And another Minnesota Vikings first down. 47-yard line is where they will take this one. And, Daniel Henricks is just blasted. Third carry for 11 yards for Henricks. Should be Derek Fahey. There we go. Perfect. Campagna out of the single back set, it looks like. 3 tight ends. Throw caught. Luis Gonzalez. He will get free. Luis Gonzalez gets free. Can't out-juke that last guy coming in. First down, Minnesota. Another catch, Luis Gonzalez. He gets up and he kind of hobbles there. Hope he's all right. Don't need any more injuries on this team. So Stephen Campagna out of the shotgun. And a perfect pass. Blake Letelier, but it's dropped. That has been the bugaboo for Blake Letelier. He dropped passes here in the preseason. Obviously he needs to work on it. That is why he is getting this whole rest of the game here. Campagna turns, flips to Fahey. Fahey sheds a tackle and then gets up to the 29. Alex Boone goes for a tumble. Thomas on the tackle. 3rd and 3 now. Hopefully we can kind of get this thing back under control here and convert this third down slot receiver Blake Letelier. Snap. Throw. Oh! Separated from the ball is Cameron Quick by Xavier Howard. Maybe the starters are not out yet. Mike Zimmer wants that one back. So Brandon Baker will come on to attempt a 46-yarder. Of course, he hit a 54 from last week's game. Spot down, kick away, and it is nearly perfect. 28-17, 12:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Brandon Baker into the nighttime. Boom. It's not completely dark out here, but the lights are on. Whoa! What a hit, Aaron Nelson coming across on that special teams play. So now enter, I do believe this is fails. We take a look at some of the Miami Dolphins highlights. Kenny Stills just juking everybody on the first play of scrimmage. And goes for the touchdown. So fails in at quarterback now. I do believe we're going to go with some suggestions from the community. Of course, your defense. Oh, no, that's Matt Moore. Your defense for the Minnesota Vikings has not changed. Oh, what a hit, Jerry Myers. Of course, faces aren't going to be 100%. It really just skewed the player creation for this season. On the draw. No, Danny Pickering taking down Drake. No, that's Jacob Pickering, his brother, with the big hit. And now it is 3rd and 2. Gotta believe Minnesota Vikings are well prepared for this 3rd and 2 as Matt Moore will come out in the single back. Drake behind him. Fake snap. Snap, he will turn. And they're kind of caught in a weird situation as now Jerry Myers will miss. Oh my goodness. Poi Tralamalu will tackle the wrong way, and that is a 27-yard scamper for Matt Moore. Calm down, buddy. You're not going to make the team anyway. 1st and 10 now from the 42. 13 pass plays, 7 rush plays for the Miami Dolphins as the Vikings will move closer, showing blitz. Clausen, and the biggest hole for Drake anybody has ever seen this night. Or tonight, either way. He will score. 42-yard touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. Slowly getting out of hand, 34-17 is your score with 10:26 left to go here in the first half. Kick is away, and it is good. So 35-17 is Booze rained down. Not sure if they're for the Vikings or for the Miami Dolphins. Probably a little bit of both, I would imagine. Have the most loyal fan base in the NFL. As Justin Sandman Vandershoff will get a chance to show his return skills. Ooh, spins out of a tackle, but gets immediately brought down at the 24. Taps him on the back. That is where we will take over. So this offense, led by Stephen Campagna. He's the quarterback with the most to show. He's thrown most interceptions here. And he gets brought down looking to the right side of the field. 8-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd and 18. And now we have to quickly play the pass game here. As he had all day in the pocket. He had an extra blocker. But somehow he snuck in there. See Houston and Dallas. Sean Watson, 4 for 4, 53 yards and a touchdown. Campagna throws. Ew, almost intercepted. I was going to call the interception. Xavier Howard, 2 tackles, 2 pass deflections on the game. So now it becomes 3rd and 18, and the slot receiver for this play is Cameron Quick, who had a drop pass earlier. So play action goes to Daniel Hendricks. Sees a man, overthrows, intercepted. Another Stephen Campagna interceptions, and the Vikings fan are tired of seeing it. 35-17, you throw an interception. It's not a good recipe for success. As Campagna, dare I say, flirting with practice squad abilities here. This is something you can't have on your team if you expect to win games. I mean, oof. Be sure to stay tuned for our halftime stats show as Randy Replay and Bobby Tuttle will bring you everything first half Minnesota Vikings football. My reaction to how this defense is played. Give you a sneak peek. Not good. Anyway, Boy Tralamalu coming in on the blitz. Boy Tralamalu comes in untouched and gets a sack on Matt Moore. Boy Tralamalu gives the Vikings their first sack of the game tonight and 5th in the last 2 games. Came late in on the blitz, untouched, and brought him down. Very, very good user play by Boy Tralamalu. Just as he was about to throw, Matt Moore pulls the ball down, trying to invoke the tuck rule, maybe? Either way, 3rd and 10 now for the Vikings defense, and 3rd and 10 for the Miami Dolphins offense. So here we go. Brethel faking the blitz coming, and it's a pass to Fasano, goes for a first down. Oh my goodness. So 8:06 left to go till the half. We get the ball back at half, though, so that's got to count for something, I hope. Zone blitz picked up. Goes to Drake, who will fall ahead to the 13. 4 rushes, 55 yards, and a touchdown for Drake in this contest. As now we're going to start calling our own formation plays here. Oh, my goodness. So now for this play, we will play make Terrell Oliver. As Matt Moore comes out in the shotgun, he taps his butt, signifying the run. It is a quarterback keeper for Matt Moore. Is he really going to... He really just ran in on a touchdown on us, didn't we? Or didn't he? Now a Miami Dolphins player is down holding his back. And Matt Moore with the quarterback keeper makes it 41-17 now. Wowzers. And now the discussion comes in with the 40-point mercy rule coming into effect here. If a team goes over 40 points, the game must be simmed. So we'll see if that comes to fruition here. They don't have too many points left to go here. Maybe a couple touchdowns and a field goal. So 42-17, the kick to Sandman. He'll take it from about the 3-yard line. He will juke and rumba bunda scandal up to the 31-yard line. And it's kind of funny. 31 brings it to the 31. Steven Campagna will trot out after throwing the pick. And we'll see what shakes loose with this Minnesota Vikings offense. 416 yards of offense to 203 of the Minnesota Vikings. So here we go. Nobody open, so Campagna will take it and run with it for the first down. 11-yard gain. He will go no huddle. So Campagna showing that he can run this offense. For what it's worth, trying to get a, not a playoff spot, but trying to get a roster spot. Throws. Complete. More importantly, complete to Blake Letelier. First catch of the game. They'll go no huddle once more. So 2nd and 3 from the 49. Campagna gets the snap. Short throw over the middle of the Fahey. Fahey has room. Oh! Lowers the shoulder and takes out number 37 or 31, one of the two. Derek Fahey, 2 receptions, 31 yards, and now we will slow this thing down. What a completion. Kind of leading him towards the defenders, though. Got to work on that accuracy a little bit, as I'm sure his XP points will go into there as well. Campagna will do the booty tap. To Fahey. Fahey will push off a defender and fall ahead to the 26. We do have 2nd and 8 from the 26. .543 and counting left to go here in the first half. Turns. Gives it to Fahey. He gets to the 24, gain of 2. 3rd and 6. Mike Zimmer says, don't worry about it. I think he's got it. Well, Zimmer, for your sake, I hope you are correct. Campagna pounding his chest, looking at Daniel Hendricks. He'll get the snap from the shotgun. Short throw, complete. Short of the line to gain Josh Gable. So 4th and 4 now. Minnesota Vikings keeping the offense out there. Of course, it is preseason. You have to know what you can do. Even though these aren't the... this isn't going to be the quarterback in the rotation. But you got to know what he can do here. Campagna from the shotgun. Fahey to the left. 100% are the Vikings on 4th down, and he drops it. Fahey dropped it, but he was covered pretty well as we get a close-up of the Vikings jerseys. You ever wonder what they look like? There you go. So Fahey dropped it, or the defender made him drop it, one of the two. His Rethwell will be playmaked here. And a J.I. still in there. 6 rushes, 31 yards. He checks in. Wowzers. A gain of 5 on the run. 295 yards for the Dolphins as Matt Moore from the shotgun looks left, throws left, complete. Jarvis Landry, 1st down, 150 yards for Landry in this one. Oh my goodness, 155. 5 catches, 155 yards, and I do believe he has a touchdown, maybe 2. And Poi Tralamalu holding a J.I. to 1 yard. His 3rd tackle, it was just him over there. As Josh Fitzer comes over to congratulate him. It was just him over there, open field tackling, working for the Vikings there. Oh my goodness, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, Poi Tralamalu, very promising young player here in the Vikings system. They switch to their 3-4. Fitzer coming on the blitz, throws. Complete Fasano, and he holds on after the big hit from Aaron Nelson. And Matthew Arnsdorf. That will silence the crowd. 3 receptions, 35 yards for Fasano as we move back to the 4-3. Oh my goodness. Defensive line pinches together. Struggling are the Minnesota Vikings. Oh my goodness. Can't even get through this offensive line as that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Assuming they don't get another play off. Yes, indeedy. So 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. 42-17, Miami Dolphins leading over the Minnesota Vikings. Beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium. The doors are closed here, it looks like, tonight. On a rather chilly night in Minneapolis. It's Matt Moore out of the shotgun. He has Drake. Oh no, that's a J.I. to his left. Throws out of bounds. Incomplete. Intended for Landry. Would have been another Landry touchdown, you had to think. I'm just kidding, guys, as we stay on the 4-3 for this one. Matt Moore in the shotgun. A J.I. to his left. Taps his booty. There's the flag on this play. Big hit, Arnsdorf. The hardest hitting corner we have. Matthew Arnsdorf will get the flag call here. It's against the Dolphins. This one's coming back. So that'll bring up 2nd and 20 now. As again, Matt Moore out of the shotgun, a J.I. to his left. He has Landry. And there's the screen play, not picked up. Jerry Myers will push a J.I. out, or a J.I. will bring Myers with him out. 3rd and 7, up to the 25 after a 13-yard pickup. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Now is the time to get something working here if you're the Vikings. And the pass is complete to Thomas. Thomas will try to out-juke Poi Tralamalu. Not easily done. He gets down at the 1. Oh my goodness. So another big gain for Thomas. I don't know what Trollamalu was trying to do there. Interesting. Ooh, pylon camera gets knocked over. I've never seen that before. 4th tackle of Trollamalu's night. Is Matt Moore out? See what happens here. Gonna shoot the gap. It goes to Ford. Ford is brought down by Danny Pickering out there on the right side of the formation. Pickering's slow to get up, but he gets up all the same. So a nice little end-around type play, but gets picked up beautifully by the Minnesota Vikings defense. So that'll create some separation from the goal line. It's now 42-17. Here we go. Matt Moore on the shotgun to J.I. to his left. Throw, end zone, incomplete. Tried to get it to, I think, Landry on the dive. There was also a crossing tight end. Nobody caught that one, though, so that'll force us into a 3rd and goal defensively. And the Vikings want the fans to get up into this thing. They're going to somewhat. Throw, end zone, incomplete. Goes underneath that hanging banner, and it's now 4th down. So pretty good stand there. Forcing a field goal. So kick is good. It'll make it 45-17. Miami Dolphins, 49 seconds left. And it is good, 45-17 now. Franks kicks them to a more sizable lead here. And he will kick it away here. Kaboom. This one to be fielded by Blake Letelier. He catches the ball. That's a start. Big blocks pulled, but he cannot get past the 31 as he tries to cut it across the field, rather. 28 yards per return. And now the Vikings offense will take over from there, the 31-yard line. 42 seconds left to go in the half. Stephen Campagna probably told you just air this thing out. Try and get down the field as quick as you can, see what happens. He does have a man. Lou Wang on the left side of the field. That is a Minnesota Vikings touchdown. Oh my goodness, 69-yard throw for Lou Wang, and he has another touchdown on the preseason. Campagna showing his arm strength and deep ball accuracy, putting it right on the money. The Miami Dolphins defenders not able to do anything. 1 second here. That is a celebratory Flatcheloni break. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. When Randy gets excited, he kind of does things that he maybe shouldn't do, and he regrets later. This is definitely one of them. I might get fined for this by the SSN, but, you know, it's all about having fun here in the preseason. That was disgusting. Disgusting. As we do have one viewer here on the simulcast. Hopefully I made somebody giggle tonight. Brandon Baker's kick is away, 45-24 the score, 33 seconds left to go here in the first half. Whoa, another big hit, Arnsdorf. Going for the legs of whoever number 28 is. Can't really read it, don't even care. Randy replay, stinking up the joint. Literally and figuratively here in this one. Here's a handoff to a J.I. Still in the game at this point, tackled by Scott Rethwell. Of course, Rethwell should be number 40. Scott Rethwell wearing number 43, which is Poi Trollamalu's number in the start of the regular season. And Thaddeus Rozu wearing number 40. That will be Scott Ruthwell's jersey number during the season. And 42 will go to Thaddeus Rozu, and 43 will go to Poi Tralamalu. So halftime is here. 45-24 your score. Vikings get the ball back in a matter of minutes. But first, me and Bobby Tuttle will break down everything first half Minnesota Vikings football. Of course, that man, Mike Zimmer, smiling. It is preseason.
Can't be worse than how this game is going.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going too good. So we're getting outgunned in nearly every measurable stat category as we're going to get into these player stats. Just going to read you off the leaders here, and then we'll get more in-depth post-game with Bobby Tuttle. Stephen Campagna leads the team in yardage. He has a QB rating of 87.3. That is 9 for 15, or 60% completion percentage for those of you that didn't know how to do math, or simply didn't look over here. 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Kenny Erickson in his little stint went 6 for 8, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Derek Fahey leads the team with 8 carries, 87 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 10.8. The other guy, Stephen Campagna, 1 for 11, averaging 11, of course. Receiving it is Luke Slazewski, 3 catches, 32 yards. Derek Fahey, 2 for 31. Luis Gonzalez, 2 for 29. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense and look at total tackles, where Jerry Pickering, Jacob Pickering lead the team with 6. Poi Tralamalu in third with 4. Danny Pickering has 2 tackles for loss. We do have 1 sack. By Poi Tralamalu, no interceptions, although we did have a couple chances there. No pass deflections, no forced fumbles, no block kicks, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns. 4-yard Minnesota Vikings in the first half. 1 for 1 from 46. Here's Brandon Baker and Taylor Pauline, 1 for 46. We're going to get you back out to kickoff here to start the third quarter. 45-24, Vikings have the ball. Let's just make sure we have everybody in there that we're supposed to. Okay, Anthony Bisbee will take over the slot receiver. Blake Letellier pushed outside. Gable. Perfect. So as said in the pregame, you will see Thaddeus Rozu here in the fourth quarter. But first, this Vikings offense has to come out here. Scored a touchdown last time out. Boom. Let's see what we can do here. Justin Sandman Vandershoff on the return. Gets good blocking down the field. Tries to gain the edge and somehow gets brought down at the 33. So we'll take over from there. And let's see what we can do here as the Minnesota Vikings come out down in total yards. 506 to 319. And 114 rushing yards in there.
Sprinkling in a little bit of Sandman today, or resting for game 1?
Yes, he will be rested for game 1. This fourth and final preseason game, as the pass to Josh Gable is incomplete or dropped, however you want to look at it. This game is just about knowing what you have at these backup positions for the rotation. Of course, he is given the kick return duties, so you will see him there. From under center, Campagna throws, dropped again. This time, Anthony Bisbee. And quickly, 3rd and 10 here. Not really too much we can go to. We're going to call our own play. Gotta love the middle, high, low here. So, thrown to 4 times, caught 2. Cameron Quick, I do believe. Do have Blake Letellier on that left side of the formation. Cameron Quick is open, and he's no! Oh my goodness! Either led him too far inside, or there was miscommunication. Either way, that forces a Vikings punt. Didn't gain a single yard on our opening drive from the second half, and Taylor Pauline is called on for the second time in this game. he did not call for it. Ford was able to semi-do a juke to get out of that big hit by Thaddeus Rozu. But Matt Moore, the quarterback, still for the Miami Dolphins. So 1 minute and 25 seconds taken off the clock on that opening drive. Matt Moore just gets blasted, and it's a fumble. Danny Pickering picked up by Josh Fitzer, brought into the end zone. He does the Dolphin dive. Touchdown, Vikings defense. Josh Fitzer, a guy they really had questions about coming into this game. You know, Thomas Cross is kind of outshadowing him. Dan Nolte, of course, as well. I don't think... Okay, so it was Jacob Pickering with the strip sack. Josh Fitzer gets it. Kind of does the Dolphin dive. Oh, my goodness. Right there on the Vikings K. That ball was out before he hit the ground, so no challenge necessary. And here we get a better look. It's just a flop. Oh, my goodness. So quickly back in this thing, down 15 now. Pending the kick, Brandon Baker. Spot kick, good. It's all good, baby. 31-45. Now only down by 2 touchdowns are the Minnesota Vikings. So Brandon Baker back to kick this thing away. Now, if you're Matt Moore, what do you do? Are you scared to drop back and throw it again? I don't think I would be with this defense, but you never know. Harnsdorf will take him down at the 30. It's not about making fun of the defense. It's about lighting a fire under them, and hopefully they hear this. Here we go. So just under 500 total yards of offense for the Miami Dolphins. Be a fake handoff. Throwing down the middle, complete. Jarvis Landry yet again, and he's in there for the 3rd or 4th time tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but one play is all it takes. He does the Karate Kid into the face kick, so Mike Zimmer kind of, oh my heavens, that was a big pass. Mike Zimmer kind of looking around like, what is going on here? So against that Tampa 2 defense, that streak play across the middle, you're going to get somebody open almost every single time. As Franks kicks them to a 52-31 lead. Excuse me, one play, 70 yards, 9 seconds. The Minnesota Vikings have allowed 438 passing yards in this game. Of course, it's preseason, nobody cares, but you gotta wonder if this is going to carry over into the regular season, as some of our starters here in the rotation are playing tonight. 14-10 left to go. We will take over from the 27 after the Justin Sandman Vanderschaff run back, averaging 27 yards per return there. That is his role for this evening. So Stephen Campagna, if you're him, what do you do? Are you scared to throw the ball here? So he will flip this play. Out of the shotgun. Gets the ball. Low pass dropped. Cameron Quick, story of his preseason. Oh my heavens. So whether it's dropping or good defense, Cameron Quick having a slow start to his season in the preseason here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this here. Call an audible. Campagna out of the shotgun. Just as he was about to throw, gets brought down by McDonald Jr. 5th tackle, 1 sack, 3rd and 18. 5 sacks for the Miami Dolphins now. 2 are 1. So not really going the way you want it to go here. Stephen Campagna not really giving you too much. You're sticking with him, though. We're in the 3rd quarter, 13:33 left to go from the 19th. Stephen Campagna out of the shotgun. Might have a man down the left side. Overthrowing Blake Letelier by at least 10 yards. And this crowd is just falling silent to murmurs now. If I'm reading Mike Zimmer's face, he says you hit Lou Wang perfectly, but you can't. And he looks up into the night sky. That is my sentiments exactly. So you hit Lou Wang, a slower receiver, but you can't hit Blake Letelier. So, It is what it is. It is preseason. You have to remember that. This game ultimately, in the retrospect of the NFL, does not count. As the fans get loud for that tackle. And fall silent yet again as Ford is brought down at the 41. That is where the Miami Dolphins will take over. So Taylor Pauline almost netting 170 yards tonight. And Ajayi still in here. Oh my goodness. 10 rushes, 50 yards as Mike Zimmer's kicking the little rubber pellets out of the no, I wouldn't call it AstroTurf. I'd call it Super Turf here in U.S. Bank Stadium. They will come out in the 3-4. They will get beat by 4, and Employee Tralamalu can't get him. Another touchdown for these Miami Dolphins. 45-yarder this time, 58-31. Matt Moore is looking like Tom Brady out here. So called the cover 2. They hit us with a curl, except he didn't really curl. He kind of streaks, so chuck it up to luck there, I suppose. Or bad defensive play. Either one. Kick is good. 59-31. Oh, my heavens. So going to have to get back into this thing eventually. No better time than the president as boom! Kicked away. Blake Letelier going to run out to block for Justin. Oh my goodness! Just gets lit up down there at the 31. And 31 brings it out to the 31 yet again. He's up. He's walking around. He looks to be okay. Branch with that huge hit. You can see scrolling down the bottom. Cincinnati victorious against the Colts. As Fahey, oh my goodness! Caught up on Matthew Peterson, otherwise he would have been loose. Xavier Howard on the tackle and the run game. Making a return to the Vikings. It's a 9-yard gain, longest of, I want to say the last couple drives, so 12 minutes left to go. Campagna will turn, give it to Fahey. Fahey will spin. Fahey will spin again and get up to the 48. He's holding his back. The back spasms are back. Oh my goodness. So now you got to believe Fahey's day is done. This will be the 3rd game of the preseason that has been cut short due to multiple injuries as we step aside for the injury timeout. So Fahey with his helmet off. Looks like his day is over. Not going to be able to return to this one, so we will just go ahead and remove him from the depth chart. A Rooney Dooney. Bring back Daniel Henricks. So very disappointing. He had that very, very good start getting that long touchdown run. Held out due to injury. He comes back. He gets the ball. And then he gets injured again. So Henricks will take over for the rest of the game. He gets back up. Fumbles the ball! Oh my heavens. Xavier Howard on the fumble recovery. Fumble Ruski. Exit Derek Fahey, enter Fumble Ruski. So tripped up on his own lineman, got his head up, and you can't really blame him there. I mean, he's not even looking. He's just trying to get up. So, of course, Isaiah Ford, 4 targets. I don't know why we're highlighting him. Probably just because he was the last guy to score on us. Could have been anybody, though, really. Seems to be the way it's going here this evening. So Matt Moore out of the shotgun. Offset Jay Ajayi to his right. It will be Ajayi. He will get 3 yards and up to the 48. Pectoral strain will return soon. And I guess we have no option. We're going to put Derek Fahey back out there. Or are we? Daniel Henricks still in. Oops. Vikings call a last-minute blitz. He gets caught up on his own lineman. And Ajayi is brought down at the 48. 11:09 left to go here in the third quarter. It is a 3rd and 7 Arnsdorf wants the fans to get up. You better get over there to his man. There you go. So 3rd and 7. They got the big lead. Not going to keep it on the ground, though. Instead, it's a throw to Fassino. Fassino will get brought down by Jerry Myers, Jacob Pickering, and I see another Matthew Arnsdorf in there. 324 yards and 3 touchdowns for Matt Moore. Jeez. Matt Moore out of the pistol. Scott Rethel gets called for the encroachment and or the offsides, however they want to call it.
Offside. Defense.
Went a little bit too early, and that'll cost us
Still first
5
down.
yards on a tackle that would have been in the backfield. So might as well offer him a contract if you're the Miami Dolphins. So you got to gain to 5 yards. Again, it's not about making fun of these players. It's about lighting a fire. Matt Moore does the booty tap. Turns, hands it to a J.I. Poi Trolamalu there to bring him down for his 5th tackle of the night, but it goes all for naught as he will get the first down. 153 yards rushing. Tonight for the Miami Dolphins running backs. Pickering will forego the zone. Throw, tackled again by Poi Trolamalu, caught for a 5-yard gain by Whitlock, his first catch. I'm assuming that's the fullback. And again, Matt Moore shotgun. Clausen coming down, gets caught. And Trolamalu again on the tackle. After a big gain of nearly 8 yards, a J.I. 3 catches 20 yards. Trolamalu records his 6th tackle as it's 3rd and 1. So very, very big play here. If you can get a stop here, hopefully hold them to a field goal attempt. Vikings are showing blitz. And there's moving across the front end. Lee O'Neill is pointing towards the Dolphins, and that is what it will be. False start on the Dolphins offensive lineman. And so that brings up a little bit more manageable 3rd and 6. Still in the shotgun. Living out of the shotgun is Matt Moore as of late. But if it's been working, don't fix it, as Fasano gets another catch for a first down. 6 catches, 86 yards. No touchdowns, though, as we're going to... Never mind. Got a single back. The J.I. will be caught up on his own lineman yet again, and I do believe that was Trolamalu. Nope, tackle goes to Lee O'Neill, but I'm sure Trolamalu will get an assist. He was the one to bring him down as well. So, 2nd and goal from the 9. Minnesota Vikings. Now we're going to play make Trolamalu. He will come on the blitz. Oh my goodness. He was thinking quarterback all day, but it was, did you see that? As soon as I said he was thinking quarterback all day, we're going to actually go back. Trolamalu pointed to Matt Moore. See, he's thinking, well, maybe not. But anyway, right here, as soon as I said maybe thinking about the quarterback, he points to Matt Moore does point Trolamalu, kind of sending him a message, you would think. So, watch your behind, he's saying. It's 3rd and goal. Fans are asked to get up, but can't really support this team at this state of the game. Actually, they are getting up, and it's a touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the game as we get a very awkward angle there. And Matt Moore, his 4th touchdown of the half. The game, of course, sorry. There's the feet. Interesting. There's a booth review. So no challenge. It will be
Previous play is under review.
reviewed. So it's all about when he made the catch. This one might be called back as there's two, but you never know. Good hit by Arnsdorf, but here's the call. Ruling on the play stands.
The ruling on the field stands.
And Ford has another touchdown on the Minnesota Vikings tonight. Kick is good, 66-31. Oh my goodness. Gets a running start at this one. Does Vandershop. He stays on his feet up to the 40. So another good return. Almost broke this one for a touchdown, if not for that last tackle. Stephen Campagna and company will come back out. 4 rushes, 18 yards, and a fumble for Daniel Henricks. I do believe his second fumble of the preseason, so it's going to be buried on this rotation chart. As they give it to Henricks again, up to the 42, there's another injury timeout. A lot of bodies down there, can't really tell who it is. We will get that information to you as soon as we can. 2nd and 8. It wasn't Henricks, so might have been a Miami Dolphin. Henricks gets the snap. Or Fahey gets the snap. Or Fahey. Campagna gets the snap, hands it off to Henricks. He will get up to the 47. And a first down, Vikings. Haven't called that in a while. Since this Dolphins offense likes to take prolonged drives. So here's Campagna out of the shotgun. He will get the snap. He will throw. Ooh, just caught by Bisbee. Fully extended, and now they're going to go no huddle. So 2 straight first downs. That has not happened in this quarter yet. 5:32 left to go. Campagna play action out of the shotgun. Throw caught. Yes.
Can we help you make a team?
A team? What? Anyway, Henricks out of the strong formation. He will get the snap, get the run up to the 20 for the first down. 7th carry for 39 yards. He also has a fumble tackled by Thomas. So Campagna out from under center. It will be play action. Throwing up for Cameron Quick. He's got the touchdown. Stays on his feet. Actually makes a catch. Stumbles out of bounds. First receiving touchdown of the preseason for Cameron Quick coming here in the last game when you really have to show that you want to make this rotation. So Cameron Quick with the touchdown. That kind of gets this thing a little bit interesting to watch. We see from the pylon cam. We'll see if it gets knocked over here. Does not. Okay. So that'll bring in Brandon Baker. Catch first hold is good. Brandon Baker's kick is up, and it is good. So 66.
Are you stupid, slow, or just retarded? Come on now, play Giants versus Falcons on Play Now.
Oh, gotta love the trolls. Anyway, Ford will take this thing out to about the 25-yard line. And the Miami Dolphins offense will take over from there. So Matt Moore comes out under center. Jay Ajayi in the backfield. Get the snap. Throws. Tackled. Poi Tralamalu. 6th tackle of the night. 7th, rather. Also has a sack. Of course, we're looking for that double-double, where 2 people on the defense have double-digit tackles. So 3 away from there is Poi Tralamalu. Matt Moore comes out again. Ajay behind him. Oh, just missing. It's a fumble, and Point Trollomalo gets it. 7 tackles and now a fumble recovery, and he throws the ball away.
Love the trolls, what? Yeah, you're just retarded.
So Fasano finally gets what's coming to him, and he might have been down. We'll see if they challenge it, but as it stands right now, 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Vikings. And we encourage this watcher, if you don't like what you see, move along as Daniel Hendricks will get the snap, the handoff, and go up to the 32. Gain of 3. Second and 7 from the 32. Stephen Campagna from under center. Daniel Hendricks right behind him. His little booty tap. Hands off to Hendricks, and he will get up to the 28. 9th carry for 46 yards quickly. 3rd and 3 now. Campagna out of the shotgun. It will be a play action call. Throw left. Josh Gable caught short of the first down, but there is a flag. We'll get that, and we'll see what shakes loose.
Holding offense.
Of course, holding on the offense. That'll either be 3rd and 13 or 4th and 2. Penalties declined. It is 4th and 2. We are going to go for it. So 90% for the... And you have to remind us now, don't you? 90% on 4th down are the Minnesota Vikings in the preseason. And Hendricks will pick it up. As now just... I'm not sure why people are booing here. But Hendricks converts the 4th down. You can't make everybody happy, I suppose. But you'd think he'd be met with applause instead of the boos here. Minute 44 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Stephen Campagna. Shotgun. Daniel Hendricks to his right. Caught Cameron Quick. Another catch for Cameron Quick tonight. 14, 25, 198. 2 touchdowns for Stephen Campagna and 2 catches. 32 yards for that man, Cameron Quick. He also has a couple drops.
Can you shut the fuck up, you wannabe commentator?
Yeah, funny you have nothing better to do here. As Daniel Hendricks, touchdown Vikings. I am wasting your time, and you are not wasting mine. Daniel Hendricks will go for the touchdown. 66-44 now. How does it feel? You must like me if you're watching Randy replay. Good old Randy. Spot down, kick away. Brandon Baker's kick is good, and it's 66-45. Of course, the listeners wasting their own time. Randy doesn't care, though. Gets the views up. Brings in some money. And boom, kick is away. McCain will take this thing out of the end zone. He brought down at the 29. Wasting time is what Randy does best. As the Miami Dolphins come out, single back set, Matt Moore taps his booty. No, Jai brought down by, looks to be like Leo Neal and Danny Pickering in the backfield. 2nd and 14 upcoming from the 26-yard line. Good little defensive play, gets the crowd going. Out of the shotgun, Matt Moore. Turns, throws, oh my goodness, missed on the tackle, or he was going for the ball. Either way, Carew will be down the field for a touchdown. Oh my goodness, so that will bring the score 72-45. And we have just 24 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ooh, kind of going for that hit there.
How the fuck do you get paid from one view, you faggot, slow tongue twisted dumb fuck?
Oh my goodness. Kick is good. And that'll be 73-45. And Boomalooski kicks away. Justin Sandman Vandershoff takes it from half a yard deep in the end zone. And he'll take it up to the 24. 21 seconds left to go here in the third. 1st and 10 Vikings taking over there. Yet you're still here. Shotgun for Stephen Campagna and the Minnesota Vikings. Throw across the middle. Caught Cameron Quick. Up into Minnesota Vikings territory. Sorry, just shy of the 50. 273 passing yards for Stephen Campagna tonight. Third catch of Cameron Quick, and we reach the end of the third quarter. Highlights from the massacre at U.S. Bank, as I'm calling it. Ford, and there's the last touchdown by Carew. 73-45 at the end of 3. 15 minutes away from getting out of here and making it to...
Oh, and by the way, I liked and subbed. I truly enjoy this video. Emoji grinning face with smiling eyes.
Good for you. So 1st and 10 from the 49, just shy of Miami Dolphins territory are the Minnesota Vikings. They have 2 wide receivers stacked to the left. Stephen Campagna, empty shotgun. The first time we see the empty shotgun formation, he will run off to the left and throw it away. Nothing doing. 15 for 27, 223. And the 2 touchdowns now. 2nd and 10. 7 targets, 3 catches for Cameron Quick, if that tells you anything about how this game has gone. Screen pass. Oh, Hendricks thrown away, but then tried to spin. 3rd and 10 now. Go into the shotgun here. 3rd and 10 right from the 50. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Empty set shotgun. Campagna will throw. Caught Letelier down to the 41, gain of 9. It'll be 4th and inches. Of course, we're going to go for it here. It is the preseason after all. So 4th and less than a yard. 1 fumble this season for Daniel Hendricks. 13 seconds on the play clock. Campagna will get it. Hand it off to Matthew Peterson. His first carry of the day. Carries for 2 yards and a Minnesota Vikings first down. Oh my goodness. Uh, 13 left to go here. Campagna in the shotgun with Daniel Hendricks to his left. Blake Letelier split wide left. He will throw it right side. Caught Josh Gable. Up to the 34. 13 minutes left to go here. In a rather, I don't want to say disappointing, but there has been good shines, but rather dismal offense output, you could say. Handoff Campagna out of the shotgun. He will get the first down up to the 28-yard line. 12:30 left to go. Right now, you're just playing for pride, just playing for a chance to be in this rotation. If you're Stephen Campagna, of course, he's being outshouted by 2 other quarterbacks. Would be 3, but we released Colin Kaepernick, so out of the shotgun. It's the snap. Caught Cameron Quick left side down to the 22. Good coverage down the field here. I'm not sure if it's just the wide receivers getting bad off the releases off the line or if the defenders are actually really this good. Be that as it may. 2nd and 4. Campagna turns, hands it to Henricks, who gets up to the 21. 13 carries, 67 yards for a touchdown. I'll bring up quickly, 3rd and 3. Campagna shotgun split with Cameron Quick to his left. He's also got a tight end to the left. That's Josh Gable. Get the snap. He will throw. Batted away, thrown into double coverage. 19 for 32, 243, 2 touchdowns and an interception. That will bring us to another 4th down, and we will go for it yet again as Brandon Baker's called back to the sidelines. Why not? It's preseason. We have only missed one opportunity here. Campagna will fake the snap. Out of the shotgun. Throw. Caught Cameron Quick.
You probably got a long piece of hair coming out you head with you dotted beard haven ass nigga, you're playing AS the Vikings and talking a boo.
That is what she said. Anyway, Stephen Campagna under center, Daniel Henricks in the backfield. We get the snap. Goes to Henricks. And he goes for a touchdown. Dolphin dive into the end zone. Daniel Henricks, 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. He also has a fumble, but that is now being overshadowed by his 2nd touchdown, 73-51. Your score with 10:14 left to go here in the game. Brandon Baker's extra point is good, and that makes it 73-52. So the mercy rule not being implemented right now, but the way they've been playing, we'll have to see what happens. Boom, Brandon Baker's kick away as McCain taking it out of the end zone. And taking it up to the 28-yard line. You got to remember, these are 2nd stringers going up against now, or 3rd stringers going up against now. It would be 2nd stringers and Matt Moore and Jay Ajayi still out there. Oh, never mind. Drake has now checked in. Finally. Matt Moore will do a booty tap. Hand it off to Drake. Drake, oh my goodness, will be brought down at the 31. 700 yards allowed. 600 of them coming by way of pass for the Vikings this evening. Rather forgetful performance. There's another Drake handoff. They have the lead, keeping the ball on the ground here late in the game. The Vikings look like they're going to have to stop it here to get the ball back. Hopefully scoring. Make this thing a little bit closer than what it is.
That is what your boyfriend said, faggot ass bitch in board, so I came to your channel to troll and you don't care. It's low-key
8th tackle in the game, and they will
off.
call a timeout. 4th and 4. People obviously have nothing better to do. Floyd Tralamalu with his 8th tackle, looking for that 10th as we get a timeout here, 4th quarter. 73-52, 8:47 left. The punt team out there at the 34-yard line. I guess some people have nothing better to do on a Sunday night. Gets the snap. Punt is away. It's going to let this thing bounce. So a good kick down at the 7. So we'll take over from there. 1st and 10 from the 7. Stephen Campagna again from the shotgun. Gets the snap. Throws, batted away, or not even made it to the receiver. Incomplete. Accuracy, the thing that has to be taken into consideration as struggles here continue for Stephen Campagna. Out of the shotgun here. Shadow of his own goalpost, as it were. Thrown, right side, caught. Yes, indeed. 1st down, Vikings. I do believe that was Anthony Bisbee on the catch. Yes, 2 for 23 on his day. Despite going out of bounds, the clock is still rolling. See what happens here. Campagna, snap out of the shotgun. Corralled, thrown. Ooh, batted out of the hands of Josh Gable. We'll try it again here. Second and 10 from the 20. Campagna under center this time. Gets the snap. He will look right. He will throw right. That is Anthony Bisbee yet again. Stays on his feet up to the 38. There's his third reception. Oh my goodness. So coaching adjustments. Strip ball aggressive now for the Miami Dolphins. That's got to be something to take into account. Campagna under center. Roll out to the left. He'll throw this thing away, avoiding the sack. 22 for 38, 279, 2 touchdowns, and the 1 interception on his day.
Yes, it's a catch. This is a very scoring game. Dubba going off.
Yes, indeed. Campagna out of the shotgun. He'll get the snap yet again. Throws caught Letelier.
Avoid the sack. Great play.
That'll be a face mask against the Dolphins. So we will gain some free yardage there. Up to the 31. 7:39 left to go in the game. 73-52. Vikings looking to play just to get back and not make this seem so bad. He's got a man deep. Yeah, almost intercepted, going for Cameron Quick
Not
yet
the
again.
face mask. Emoji smiling face with open mouth. Emoji grinning face with smiling eyes. Emoji smiling face with sunglasses.
Stepping aside here. There we go. Campagna out of the shotgun. Hendricks to his left. Takes the snap, runs into a defender, and then stumbles ahead to the 27. They'll go no huddle. So staying in the no huddle. Campagna out of the shotgun again. Campagna to his left. It's a play action. Throw, middle. Caught Lu Wang. Stumbles ahead to the 7. And continuing with the no huddle here are the Minnesota Vikings. Campagna out of the shotgun. Another play action. Throw. Bisbee caught. Down at the 3. Comments are racking up. Keep on talking. Can't hear what you're saying. Wish I could, but Randy Replay. Disabling audio comments due to the immaturity of some viewers. So, Campagna out of the single back under center. Throws. Caught. Touchdown, linebacker Rashid Spinks. Oh my goodness, the linebacker in as an eligible receiver. I do apologize, but Randy Replay failed to see that. Rashid Spinks, first catch as a middle linebacker in there. 73-58, excuse me, must have been this bad soda I'm having. Axburg hold is good. Baker's kick makes it 73-59. 6:22 left to go in this blowout. Brandon Baker approaches the ball. Kick is away. And we do have McCain taking it out 2 yards deep in the end zone. Eagle angle to the middle and be brought down at the 25. 6:18 left to go here. Dolphins will take over from there. Racking up the comments. Do thank you for that. 73-59. Matt Moore. Single back, Whitlock in motion. He will turn. Give it to Drake, who will be brought down by Lee O'Neill. Behind the line of scrimmage, loss of 3. I have to read some of these later and laugh at how much time is being wasted by this individual. Fitzer coming on the blitz. Missing the tackle, and Matt Moore is free. What a throw. It's going to come back as he was behind or in front of the line of scrimmage. We'll see the call.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Of course, that will be accepted. And now a manageable 3rd and 18 now. We'll see what shakes loose here. Is Matt Moore on a shotgun? Flanked to his right by Drake. Not the Drake, a Drake. As Matt Moore brought down from behind by Leo Neal. I do believe that is Thaddeus Rosu in there. No, Scott Rethwell in there as well. So forcing a punt with 5:13 left to go, 4th and 22. If we can get a touchdown and then another stop, we're right back in this thing. Kick goes to Justin Sandman, who is now fielding punt returns. A little bit too much juking. He gets to the 46 at least. Daniel Hendricks, apparently 0 in all stats. Got to fix that. Electronic Arts. Campagna out of the shotgun. Daniel Hendricks to his left. He'll get the snap. It is a play action, of course. Thrown to Blake Letelier. It's another catch for Letelier. We'll see the hurry-up offense come into account here and come into play. Campagna gets the snap out of the shotgun. And he gets brought down from behind by Harris. Another sack by the Miami Dolphins. 2nd and 15 upcoming. Throw. Caught Josh Gable. He went up for it and got it up to the 32. And now we have a 3rd and 2 here. So very manageable 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, handoff Daniel Hendricks. He will force his way up to about the 26. Enough for a Vikings first down. We'll go no huddle one more time here. Guys taking forever getting back to the line. Here we go. Snap, corralled. Throw, caught Bisbee right side of the field. And now the Minnesota Vikings are coming alive here when it matters most. Towards the end of this one. Campagna just on fire the last couple drives. Campagna will get the snap, throw, caught Josh Gable. Josh Gable enters the end zone, touchdown. Oh my heavens, 2nd receiving touchdown, Josh Gable, 73-65 now. Now the Vikings are going to go for 2. Failing to do so earlier parts of the game. We'll see what happens. Campagna, shotgun, gets the snap. Throw, intercepted. And this might be brought back all the way. Yes, indeed. Nope. Oh, yes. Riley will bring it all the way back for 2 points. So 75-65 now is your score. So the 2-point failed and another Campagna interception after what was a pretty decent drive. Waits until the not the 2-minute warning, but the 2-point conversion to throw the pick, and we do have a flag. We'll get the call. And it's going to go against the Dolphins, so they will be pushed back to their 16-yard line. Campagna warming up on the sideline, hoping to get one more drive here at least. So down by 10. Not likely we'll come back, but like we've said for the longest time, just playing for roster spots at this point. It's a throw to Fasano on the left side. 436 yards, 5 touchdowns, Matt Moore. Moore hands off Drake. Brought down by, I do believe, Poi Tralamalu and Jerry Myers. Jacob Pickering in there as well, but he came in a little bit later. So probably won't get credited with the tackle, and now 8 seconds left on the play clock. Turns, hands it off to Drake. He will be brought down by Pickering. Another Jacob Pickering tackle, his 5th of the game. Funny, Randy turns off the audible comments and idiots stop commenting, so there's another tackle by Rethwell. No timeout as the 2-minute warning looms. 3rd and 5 upcoming, as we'll step aside for the 2-minute warning. You still watching, though? You still watching, though? That's all I got to say. 75-65. We'll step aside. We are back. Score by quarter, obviously. 0 in the 4th so far for the Dolphins, looking to keep it that way. As we are faced now with very important 3rd and 5. Football logic says just run the ball here, but Matt Moore is in the shotgun, might not run it. See what happens. It is a pass play. Matt Moore looking like he's going to throw. Brought down from behind Josh Fitzer. There's the timeout. So Josh Fitzer. Fumble recovery for a touchdown and now a sack here in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back. Minute and 53 left. 4th down and 10 from the 32. The Dolphins will punt. This is Justin Sandman back there to return it. Let the last one bounce. This is a very, very good kick. Angling and brought down at the 15. So a long field to work with here for the Vikings. Minute 44 left. You have to work pretty quick. A lot of passing, I do declare here. Out of the pistol. Throw. Caught Bisbee. Down to the 40. 1 timeout left. They're not going to waste it here. Baru indeed as Campagna out of the pistol. This is what you're looking for if you're a Viking coach. One-hander almost hauled in by Blake Letelier off to the left side. 49 passing attempts, hitting 31 of them. So a lot more than what you really want to see here. But again, Stephen Campagna showing that he can sling the rock when needed. Play action, and he'll be brought down. Minute 20 and ticking left. The play action does no good here.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Leopard.
From under center, so he's going to push it back into the shotgun formation. He'll get the snap. Throw middle, caught. Josh Gable, he'll just go down. That'll bring up a 4th and 11. They'll use their last timeout. So a game that's seemingly been over since the 3rd, or even going back to the 1st half, is going to draw to a close here in mere seconds. So 4th and 11, see what happens. Throw it up. Your guy gets it. Good for them. They get it. Good for them. Calling protection schemes is Stephen Campagna from the shotgun. He'll get the snap. Throws down the field. Caught one-handed. Anthony Bisbee stays on his feet. They're going to go no huddle yet again. What a catch. Oh, my goodness. So staying that same formation. Pass. Caught. Not going to be able to make it out of bounds. They're going to go no huddle once more. See what they can do here. Stephen Campagna hurrying everybody to the line. Calling an audible here. Throwing towards the end zone. And it's intercepted to end the game. Byron Maxwell, another interception. Figured the 6'5" Anthony Bisbee would go up and get it, but throwing into double coverage. Boos are raining down. Would have been easier just to throw it away here and get the clock stopped. Yeah, Bisbee had no chance there, so just about over. It's been over since the 1st half, as Randy Replay has said. Be sure to stick around. We're going to talk everything Minnesota Vikings and get you ready for the regular season. Of course, with the preseason coming to a close, we still have one more roster spot up for grabs, so we will see who gets that either tonight or in the next episode here. So 1 second left. That is game. 75-65 your final score. At one point, this was almost a 37-point difference. They bring it back within 10, but it is preseason, mind you, so really doesn't matter in the long scheme of things. Once again, Minnesota Vikings on the losing end here, and Randy Replay will cover everything. Fourth game of the preseason for the Minnesota Vikings momentarily. We take a look one more time at the score by quarter and then end game stats. So held to 0 points in the fourth were the Dolphins. It's got to be a win, right? We outduel them in rushing yards. They outduel us in passing yards by almost 200. 3 takeaways for them, 2 for us. We are going to get you into these post-game stats. Stephen Campagna ends the game with a QB rating of 100. That is 34 for 53. 64% completion percentage. For those of you that didn't know how to do math or didn't look over here, we're going to focus on the Vikings. 446 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Kenny Erickson in the first drive of the game went 6 for 8, 75% completion percentage, 64 yards, a touchdown. Smeagol, after Stephen Campagna left for a play or two, 1 for 1, 21. Rushing, Daniel Henrik, 16 for 93, 2 touchdowns. Derek Fahey, 10 for 104, and 1 touchdown to boot. Matthew Peterson, 1 for 2, converting on the 4th down. Stephen Campagna, 1 for 11. Kenny Erickson, 1 for 5. I think he also had a fumble. No. Only Daniel Henricks with the fumble today. Receiving, Anthony Bisbee, 7 for 117. Averaging 16 yards per reception, so that will play into this rotation roster. He's been a very, very good, reliable receiver at 6'5", 170. Of course, big target there. Josh Gable, 7 for 48, 2 touchdowns on the night. Blake Letelier, 6 for 65. Cameron Quick, 5 for 68 with a touchdown. And Lou Wang, 3 for 109 with a touchdown. He also had that big, 74-yarder there right at the end of the first half, I do believe. Luke Slazewski, 3 for 32. Derek Fahey, 2 for 31. Luis Gonzalez, 2 for 29. Travis Parker, 2 for 10. Jesse Peterson, 1 for 6. Rashid Spinks, the middle linebacker, 1 for 3 with a touchdown. Daniel Hendricks, 1 reception, didn't go anywhere. Had a drop also. Darian Wilson, 1 for 13. Travis Lee, his only target resulted in a drop. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense. And we did get that double-double we were searching for. For those of you that don't know, Randy Replay calls double-doubles for defensive players. 2 of them that have 2 double-digit tackle categories. So that being Jacob Pickering with 14 points, Trolombalu with 11. Matthew Arnsdorf had 9 Jerry Myers with 8. Daniel Pickering with 7. Lee O'Neill and Zachary Anderson with 5. Scott Rethel, Josh Fitzer with 4. Tevin Fair, Aaron Nelson with 3. Paul Fricci with 2, Brandon Baker, Sean Clausen, Joe Berger, Riley Reef, Thaddeus Rosu, Josh Gable, Dan Nolte, Travis Lee, and Matthew Peterson each had 1 in their gunner or special teams category. Sacks, we had a pretty good number. Scott Rethel, Poi Tralamalu, Josh Fitzer, Jacob Pickering each had 1. Interceptions, 0 for your Minnesota Vikings. No pass deflections, no forced fumbles. Actually, take that back. We had 2. 1 by Jerry Myers, 1 by Jacob Pickering, recovered by Josh Fitzer for the touchdown. It's not going to show it, though. Fix your game, EA. Fumble return yards, of course, 10. And a defensive touchdown for Josh Fitzer. No block kicks, no safeties. Go to kicking. Brandon Baker had a good game. He was 1 for 1 from 46, 8 for 8 on extra points. Punting, Taylor Pulling at 3 for 149, netting 130. Had one inside the 20. Blake Vitelli and kick return 2 for 56. Longest of 29, Justin Sandman Vanderschaft, 7 for 195, longest of 34. Luke Slazewski, 2 for 49, longest of 27. And then Darian Wilson, 1 for 19, of course, longest of 19. Punt returns, Justin Sandman Vanderschaft, 2 for 15, longest of 9. We're going to get you back to the main screen, and we will preview everything Minnesota Vikings regular season. And breaking news coming across. Trolls has been reported. Got banned and he made a new account, so good for him. Likes to waste his own time. So we're going to get back to the main screen, preview everything. Week 1, regular season Minnesota Vikings football. So I do thank you for that assist with that problem. I turned off audible comments, and he stopped, so still watching Doe. So we will auto-upgrade here. Let fate take its toll on the Minnesota Vikings. Answer immediate question quick. Poor season ago and now less than impressive preseason. Where is this team headed this year? 16 games ahead of us. I think we can get to the playoffs. There we go. So once again, your Minnesota Vikings lose 75-65 and fall to 1-3 on the preseason. But hey, mere push of a button, it gets all erased. And we will see what we have going forward. In the division, we did finish in 3rd, beating out the Detroit Lions. Of course, the Bears, 1-1-1 on the preseason. And then the Packers, 2-1. Scored 30 points in the first 2 games, got outscored 54-30, 40-30, 66-63 in the thriller that was last week. And then this week, 75-65. These times will have to be shortened to get easy to edit videos, of course. So as we take a look at the injury report. Okay, so we just have Nick Easton out with an abdominal tear for 3 weeks. Looks like Chris Kantorowicz will be ready to go. No, he's still injured. Okay, he's just not showing up because he's on the practice squad. So this will be the end. We go 1-3 in the preseason, and next week we have the New Orleans Saints. This has been Randy Replay. Thank you, everybody, for watching and making this broadcast a little bit interesting here on the simulcast. I will see you in the next one.